Okay, in this video I want to explain different ways you can lay out your final project, for your pen and ink tattoo / calligraphy project. So remember, you need to be incorporating text and your image. Remember, your image is made of 3 different images, that are combined together to create one unique image, and it's not where you just put, a star, a horse, and a number all just lined up. You got to intermix them together. And then your text has to be a minimum of 10 words. If it's only 9, it's not that big a deal. But just kind of email me kind of thing. But it should be close to 10. It can go over a little bit. But you don't want to write a lot because, again, you have to be able to kind of fit your words in, the best that you can, within your design. Now, like on this one here, I was kind of playing around with it a little bit more, is like I have the word stars here. You can change the size of your fonts. You can write some of it small and some of it large. The large ones are kind of fun because you can get a little more detailed in. This just says fig, and I kind of messed around with that, and I wasn't super crazy about it. But you can make some words larger, to really kind of emphasize that. But in terms of layout, remember, this is your board. It's 9 by 12. This is just a scrap sheet of paper for me to kind of show you different ways to lay it out. So first off, you have your portrait orientation. So your design could be like this. And you have your landscape orientation. So your design could be like this. Now within each one of these, you can still figure out how you want to do it. I could have my design right here, and then I could have my text like that. I could, in this one right here, have my design right here, and maybe even your design goes out just a little bit like that. And then I could have my text, kind of follow the contour of how this is. And draw some more. And I'm not going to cover all of them because there's just a ton of them. But I'm going to try to hit as many as I can. I could even have a design that's like this, like that. I could have a design in the center here. Something like that. I could I have the design on top and then the text underneath, similar to this one, but reverse. I could take this one and you could come up with a kind of a border design, that incorporates those 3 images. And then, maybe even a large word right there, and then text underneath that. So this whole thing would be the tattoo. It's just that calligraphy is a big part of it. A lot of times I'll have students say, well, can I want to actually get this tattoo. Do I still have to do the calligraphy? Yes, you do. However, when you get your own tattoo, obviously you don't have to put the words in. You can just kind of focus on this one. This one would be a part of the whole tattoo design where you'd have your designs on the outside, and this could be some, lettering that, is supposed to, help people understand what the image is about. This is definitely more about the calligraphy part of it. So another one here. You could have a very scripted word. I'm going to put down love here. Right here, really play around with it. I had an example. I was kind of doing it a little bit earlier. Even that's something like that. Maybe have a design here, and then maybe some words underneath there. Okay, so there are lots of ways. It's just up to you to figure out how you want to lay it out. Other than that, make sure when you decide on your image and you have this, in pencil, sketch out a rough shape of what you want to do. And then it's super, super important you get these lines drawn on this. Okay. Now, one other thing with these designs, I might kind of flip this one over. is that another one I didn't go over on this one is, this one's trickier, but maybe I'll have a design right here, and I want to arch my lettering or go around a circle, you know, with that. That gets tricky. And what you'd almost have to do is you could get like a compass, you know, to figure out where those arches are at. And if those arches are too much, you might even have to cut out, you know, take a piece of paper, you know, figure out what your curve is going to be, cut that, and then still mark like every thing on this side and, I'm sorry, on this side and this side. And then once you have your arch figured out, you just mark it, mark it, mark it, mark it, and then you could actually get that lined up. But this is a big part of your grade. And a lot of times people skip this over and then they start getting B's and C's on the project, okay? So think about your layout. Think about how you want to incorporate both of these together into your final design. If you have any questions, again, please just let me know.